Hey, Rex Linn is on hold, standing by. He's Reba's long-term boyfriend. They've been together for a while. But you know him from Better Call Saul, CSI Miami's, and Big Sky. He was in Better Call Saul. Hey, Rex. Hey, we're on the air, man. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad to be here.
So you were the guy in Better Call Saul. You played. It was the banker, right? Didn't you own the bank, or you ran the bank?
Well, no. Oh, come on, man. I was the owner.
You did own it. Okay, that's what
I was the owner of Mesa Verde Bank.
It was his daddy's company.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Did you guys watch it? Did you guys watch Better Call Saul?
Oh,
yeah.
Golly. It's one of the best shows on TV.
Rex, I have to tell you, I really thought Saul's character, like, of course he was scared of Tuco and the cartel and everything, but I thought you were the only character in the other world that he was truly frightened of.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I had so much fun on it. The thing about that was Breaking Bad was one of my favorite shows of all time. I auditioned for Uncle Jack, which was played by Mike Moore. He was really good in it. As a matter of fact, I saw him in the hallway. It was down to a couple of us, and I saw him, and I thought, well, I wouldn't cast me. I'm looking at him going, and that's a cardinal sin for an actor to. I didn't even want to, but I looked at him. He had that ponytail, and he was just glaring at me, and I thought, yeah, that's
I get it.
Right there. So when I went in for Better Call Saul years later, I was nervous. Same casting directors. I was nervous, and I said, the last time I was in here to see you guys, I was reading for Uncle Jack, and she said, yeah, well, forget Uncle Jack, because they hired me on Better Call Saul for one episode. I ended up doing, I think 18 or 20, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But that role was so much fun, but I have to say it's one of the highlights of my career because I thought it was the smartest show on television.
Yep.
It was really, really great.
Agreed.
Yep. Totally. So you and Reba met on the set of Kenny Rogers' The Gambler Returns back in the day?
Yeah, we did. Reba's so sweet when she talks about this because she always says, Rex and I did a movie together. Well, here's what Rex did. Reba was number 2 on the call sheet. Kenny was starring in it. They were co-starring in The Gambler. I was just moved to Los Angeles, and Dick Lowry, who directed The Gambler, is from Oklahoma City, and he called me up and he said, Bud, look, I'm doing The Gambler. I got a role for you, and I was so excited. I was in acting class. I hadn't done anything. And he said, you're going to be riding a horse in a saloon, and then you're going to go, yeehaw. I said, okay. So that's what I did on The Gambler.
Wow.
And
must have been a really good yeehaw.
He entered it. The horse didn't like it. It was a long day for me and the horse in the saloon. But we met then, and we kept in touch over the years. We have my best friend's Ed Gaylord, and he's a friend of Reba. So we kept in touch over the years, and then I was doing a show, still am, called Young Sheldon on CBS, and they hired Reba for a role that she went on to do several episodes, but I found out she was coming to town in Los Angeles, so I called her. We went to dinner, and unbeknownst to us, it was the official first date, so we've been inseparable ever since. So
wow.
It's been a lot of fun, but it was The Gambler. I love it every time. I kind of snort laugh every time in an interview or something. They'll go, well, how did y'all meet? And she goes, we were doing a movie called The Gambler, and all I could think about was I got to the set that morning at 5 a.m., they didn't even have my name on the call sheet, and I got up to the assistant director and I said, "Hey, I'm Rex Linn. I'm riding the horse in the saloon." And he goes, "Dude, what's your name?" I said, "Rex Linn." Sit down. I don't have you down here. And he said, "Just go over the tent and sit down."
That's funny.
That's how big my role was in Gambler.
Yeah, but you had the yeehaw. I mean,
that's pretty
big.
All right, Rex Linn with us. He's actually on. How about this? What a move! He's promoting her book. This dude, look at you.
Man, I'll tell you what. I mean this too. I am promoting the book, but for a really good reason. Not That Fancy is the name of it. It's a New York Times bestseller now, and if you're a Reba fan, it's great because you get an insight to her lifestyle and what's important to her and everything. It's not just a recipe book. But speaking of recipes, I think my recipe is the best one in there.
All right. Well, we're going to let you argue that. Rex, we're going to let you argue this out in just a moment. We're going to take a break, play a song. We'll come right back. All right.
All right. Rex Linn is our guest on the way. Hang on. Rex Linn is joining us, the actor Rex Linn. You may recall him being on The Gambler Returns. He had a big role in that one. He's alive and kicking. The horse is dead. He didn't make it. He didn't survive it. But
he was also in Rush Hour.
Listen to that. There he is. There he is. But Rex is on, of course, with Reba. They've been dating their first date. So wait a second. So you were you were the first date for Reba after the divorce, and she hasn't dated anyone else, just you?
No. She was dating somebody else for. As a matter of fact, no. She had a boyfriend. I had seen her. The year before, in April, I IMC the National Cowboy Hall of Fame. I inducted my good friend Kevin Costner into the National Cowboy Hall of Fame, and her father was being honored. So she was there with her then relationship or with her boyfriend then. So a year later, when I found out she got cast in Young Sheldon, we had called each other and talked. So I was just speculating that she would be walking in the restaurant with him. So I was just expecting that. But she had some other people with her, and I didn't know her scenario, her situation in her relationship. But they had broken up. So I guess I'm second.
I would say you went fishing and got a big fish. That's what I would call it.
But I moved up to first.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did.
All right, well, tell us about these tater tots. What's going on? So in Reba's book, which is out called Not That Fancy, she's got recipes, Sup Out Live, the whole thing. But you're saying that you've got some tater tot moves?
I'm telling you. On that first date that we had, we didn't know it was our first date, but it was. After dinner, we went to a buddy of mine owns a wine bar down the street. We went down to this wine bar. We went to this little VIP room in the back, and the waitress came in, and she goes, "Look, I know you guys have finished dinner tonight at another restaurant, but we do have some really great homemade appetizers." And Reba said, "What is it?" And she said, "Tater Tots." And we both snorted out. I love tater tots. And so that became her nickname for me. I give nicknames for everyone, and they're never premeditated.
Yeah.
They have to present themselves. And that when she said tater tots, I'll have tater tots. And I said, well, that's your new nickname right now, is tater tots. And that's how that started. But we love tater tots.
Who doesn't?
Same, though. Same.
Who doesn't?
Tater tots are great. Tater tots can be cleaned up. They can be fancied up. You can do anything, or they can
dip
just have
them. You can go as low as you want or as high as you want.
You can use a fork. You can use your fingers. You can use chopsticks. You can throw them at each other.
I'm telling you what, the greatest. Speaking of not that fancy, now this is the greatest not that fancy Valentines. I can't stand Valentines. I despise it. It's the most overrated, bad holiday. It's just I looked at the history of Valentine's, and it's bloody. It's ridiculous. So we decided last year. I just said, "What do you want to do for Valentine's?" And I hated to even ask the question, and she just looked at me and she said, "Well, I'm thinking tater tots at the Sonic." I almost dropped a knee and proposed.
What a sexy woman.
So we went to the Sonic, and we got tater tots, and that was our Valentine's meal. And it made all of my friends mad. They were so mad because they called. A couple of my friends called and said, "Well, my wife saw Reba's Instagram where you guys had tater tots," and I go, "Yeah," and I was kind of smiling. He goes, It really makes me mad, man. I just spent $700 on a meal, wine and everything, and y'all go have tater tots. And I said, well, you should try it sometime. And so it made some of my friends mad. They were mad because their wives were going, oh, look, they had tater tots.
By the way,
they just spent a whole bunch of money on it.
Speaking of, Rex, any thoughts of proposing?
Man, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It's kind of like a nickname. It just has to present itself. So we'll just wait.
Use a ring?
I'm not sure.
You just walk around with a ring in your pocket?
It could be this afternoon.
It could be. It could be. At Sonic. Who knows, man? I don't know.
Well, the cookbook is we do need to mention again, Not That Fancy, simple lessons on living life, living, loving, eating, dusting off your boots. It's awesome. You got Reba in there talking about recipes and stories like the Tater Tots story and many others.
That's right. Make sure you pick it up.
Yeah,
Right.
man, it's not. And if you're a Reba fan, it's a great book to get. It really is, because it's not just recipes. It's lifestyle and lots of things about her interest in life, and it's just a lot of insight into her, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it really is, and there's great recipes if you like good food, if you're a good foodie.
If hey, do yourself a favor. If you haven't,
New York Times bestseller.
If you haven't seen Better Call Saul, make sure you go see it and see Rex Linn in it. He's awesome. And then pick up Not That Fancy, the book from Reba. Rex, we love you. We got to get you in the studio. You're fun. You're a great fun hang. We like to hang out with you. We're cut from the same cloth.
Let's go hunting.
You guys have. I'll be glad to come back anytime. Thanks for being so nice.
All right, brother. We'll see you, Rex.
All right. See you down the road.
Well, because over the years, teenage kids have told you to like and subscribe, we don't have to say that anymore.
You know what to do.